expect a man to pay for the date. Yes, the whole entire date. That includes my Uber to the date and my Uber back to my house.
Hopefully he can afford some chapstick for you as well.
If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can provide for me. I want to see that you can afford an Uber ride. I want to see that you can afford a nice dinner date. Like, can you afford basic things? Because if you can't afford dinner and an Uber, my transportation, you certainly can't afford kids. You certainly can't afford a house. You certainly can't afford my bills. And I got bills to pay. Okay?
And this is why chivalry's more or less dead. There's nothing wrong with having standards, but this level of entitlement is crazy. Demanding this much from a stranger on a first date is not gonna get you any second dates.
You have any kids?
3 kids.
How old are your kids?
19, 14, and 2.
How old are you, Nisha?
I'll be 40 next month.
Okay. Do your kids have the same father?
3 fathers.
What's your deal breakers?
Deal breakers are multiple baby mothers, more than 2, 3 kids.
If you were a man with your resume, you wouldn't date yourself.
Probably not.
So, but you want a man to date you?
Absolutely.
You admitting you wouldn't date yourself but thinking another man would is just a whole other level of delusion. Can't even blame the host for laughing at her.
Like, we actually don't need it.
What do you mean that we don't need gravity?
What if it was never invented?
Invented by who?
Sir Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton created gravity?
Whoever created gravity, someone did, but we don't actually need it.
There was,
like,
there was a time on Earth before gravity existed?
Yes.
What do you mean we don't need gravity? I'm curious about that
We
statement.
just don't need it.
But, like, what do you mean?
The moon doesn't have gravity.
Stay in school, kids. I'm honestly losing brain cells just listening to her talk.
Text messages that came out in court indicating that you had planned the whole thing out. So I want to read some of these texts from you to a friend between the two of you before you met Trevor, this one.
Before we even continue, the fact that this woman's not in jail and sitting on TV is insane.
Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. Okay. Victim is an interesting choice of words. I'm going to allow you a chance to explain yourself. But after you agreed to meet, you asked your friend what you should steal. Your friend answered his money. He says, another one from you to a friend, I'm going to his house Wednesday. I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll. With a screenshot in which you told him, tryouts don't scare me, Bauer. Pick a day and I am there. Here are some more after you and Trevor met up. Net worth is $51 million, to which your friend responds, bitch, you better secure that bag. Your text, need daddy to choke me out, being an absolute whore to try to get in on his $51 million. You say this wasn't a setup. How can you expect anyone to believe that?
She belongs to the streets.
As you can see, not one apologetic bone in her body, and I have absolutely no idea what her response even was. I've said it 100 times, but false accusers should get the same amount of jail time that the person they accused would have gotten. If anyone's been keeping tabs on this story, let us all know what happened in the comments.
I don't want a prenup.
Yes. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Are you surprised?
I think that it's just too much going on. If I love you and you love me until death do us part, that's it. Now, why do we need a prenup? Because you're already planning that we...
Really not gonna sign a prenup?
No, I'm not signing no prenup. What you got is what I got.
Okay, but I don't understand, why would you not want to sign? Basically, our love is real.
Your money is my money. Simple as that.
That's a new level of entitlement right there. Simple as that.
Okay, why are we going straight to the money? It don't have any... All I'm doing is my lawyers are telling me that I have to protect myself, and it's not from you, but it's just
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Everything that you bring in the house, is mine too.
Nah, because I mean, what did you come with? What did you come with that you deserve to think you just don't like? Like, this is for our own protection. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what you say. It's my money too. Simple as that.
But see, the lawyer said that's what you was gonna do though. They were saying you was not.
No, he didn't.
So what's the point of you not signing the prenup?
The money that you bring home is mine too. Simple as that. End of conversation.
That's crazy. So I guess there ain't gonna be no wedding.
Whatever. It's gonna be a wedding.
She belongs to the streets.
Listen, if your girl can't handle the idea of a prenup and isn't even willing to talk it out, don't expect her to act rationally 10 years into the marriage either.
I think the guy had a crush on me at Burger King because he gave me 3 sauces, and usually they forget my sauce. I think that's like a little way of him saying, yeah, you're cute.
Have you got property? Hello. Have you got money coming in each month if you're asleep? Because I do. If I'm asleep tonight, I get paid, bro. I get paid, dog. Do you? Tell me, Mr. Entrepreneur, do you get paid for sleeping? Because I do.
Blue. The reason I'm not getting triggered, because none of the things that you say, I actually do all of the things, so that's why I'm not getting triggered. When she's trying to do these things, someone would get triggered if they've never had stuff going on, but I do. All you're telling me is that everything that I'm saying, you're feeling it deep in your heart. You just said to me a second, your mum was a slag or whatever she was, and now look what you've gone to go and do. Your children came to you and said, mother, it's creating me problems in school. You didn't listen to them. You said to me about your upbringing, yeah? How it's happened to the point where you're doing worse or similar. What I'm trying to speak about is the lack of father figures, broken homes. It produces these things that continue. I've heard both women say they've broken. That hurts me.
Basically, what I'm hearing is that this woman loves money more than kids. And the guy responding to her didn't even have to tear her down. He kept it respectful and killed her with kindness. But based off the yapping I saw at the beginning, this woman really needs an exorcist.
Talking shit about exes, I think, is a big red flag.
I'll tell you what's a bigger red flag than that, still being friends with your ex. I can't tell you how many girls I've dated that the entire relationship, they go, I can't block him, like, we're still friends. And I'm like, look, you can read our text message. I go, this motherfucker is still flirting. I can't block him. Like, it would create like a weird energy. We're in the same friend groups and stuff. The moment we break up, I'm blocked. So it was that easy the whole time. That's a bigger red.
If you're like influencing the culture of men right now in 2023 and you're on here saying that it's like a bad move for men to get married, how do you expect any of us to get married? Because all they're gonna do is follow you and be your fanboy.
Raise your hand if you have OnlyFans.
Women always go on TV, you know, they say all they want is to be treated exactly like guys. But if you listen to them, they don't. All they want is the good of being a guy. They're cherry picking. They look at a guy's life like it's like a buffet, right? Like you just can start picking out stuff, like same amount an hour, we'll take some of that, pay for the movie, that, you can keep that one. This girl gives me shit. She goes, well, why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job? I go, I'll tell you why. Because in the unlikely event that we're both on a Titanic and it starts to sink, for some up reason, you get to leave with the kids and I have to stay. Anytime there's a hostage situation, who do they negotiate for? Well, at least let the women and children go. Well, what about me? Where are all those feminists then? There are no feminists in a house fire. You can take the most hardcore feminist, little short, little haircut, you know? Second those flames break out, she'll twist those little hairs into pigtails. Oh, I'm just a girl. I want to go play jump rope.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to take a picture of us. No, put your hands down.
The sun is in my fucking eye.
So? Just open them real quick. Come on.
The sun is in my...
You look weird. Okay, pretend you're sleeping. You're squinting still.
The sun still goes through my fucking eyelid. You never looked at the sun with your fucking eyes closed?
No, I don't look at the sun with my eyes closed. I don't look at the sun at all. I look at the camera. Oh my God.
The sun is still in my fucking eye.
How could you be a born-again virgin?
What do you mean? You can make a decision at any time to not.
No, like I understand you could be like celibate. You could.
And I'm not a virgin. I'm not claiming to be a virgin. I'm also not claiming to be perfect. But if I decide to stay up until marriage because that's what I want to do, I've rededicated my life to Christ. God has forgiven me that already. I know it said that. I literally said me and my ex-boyfriend, we had fun.
If this is you, you better lower your motherfucking tone when you talking to me.
Okay. If this is you, you better shut the fuck up.
A girl cannot solve your loneliness. And in point of fact, if you're terribly alone and latch on to the wrong girl, she can fucking ruin your fucking life. Not because she's a bad woman, but just because she's incompatible and you latched on to her because you felt so lonely that you figured, well, fuck it, I'll just latch on to her, right? See, a woman cannot solve your loneliness. Other people cannot passively solve your loneliness. The only way to cure your loneliness is to strive towards something greater than yourself, some ideal, some vision that you have. It doesn't have to be such a grandiose vision. It doesn't have to be, you know, conquer the world or shit like that.